Hello, folks. My name is Raj Kapoor, and I've been in the crypto blockchain space since the last 12 years. Development, architecture, everything, and much more. And today I'm bringing to you a very unique subject: DeFi or decentralized finance. Now, a lot of people ask me, what is DeFi? Something like Wi Fi? No connection. DeFi is the new paradigm, the way finance is moving. A lot of people call it Money 4.0. A lot of people call it the new platforms of finance. A lot of people call it the future. Because guess what? It is the future. So, let me tell you a little bit more. First of all, the DeFi market size, which is pretty massive, $507.92 billion. Wow, that is massive. That's what it's going to be in 2028, by the way. It's not there right now. Right now, it's pretty much going towards that direction. And it's growing at a rate of more than 40%. So, as students, as individuals, as professionals, don't you think we should know a lot more about it? Yes, because a lot of banks are also considering the DeFi platforms. And that's going to be a lot of things in the future which you and I should be aware of. So, what is DeFi? As I told you, decentralized finance. Today, traditional finance is the way we bank. Everything is centralized finance. We have a centralized reserve bank or a centralized body, and then we have banks which store all the information in centralized servers, centralized databases. You know, when we were small, we used to hear a story. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. I'm sure we all know that story, and if you don't, let me give you a little nudge here. Imagine your database, your server, one basket, and you've got 12 different eggs in that. Great. You can carry the basket, put it on the kitchen table. But what can happen? The eggs are the data. Somebody can steal the eggs. Somebody can break the eggs. Somebody can accidentally drop the basket. Somebody can steal the basket. That's exactly how your data is today. Anybody has access to it. Guys, you're not safe. Neither am I. But with the blockchain networks coming and the DeFi systems and the protocols coming, this is all gonna change. Now, you will have 12 different baskets with 12 different eggs in 12 different locations right across the globe. What's safer? A or B? I'd say B. Imagine that, isn't it? So we've been doing it for years anyway. We never invest all our money in one place. We hedge it in different investments. Same thing, not much different. So what DeFi is decentralization of finance. I'm going to be talking to you about the different fundamentals. How did it come? When did it come? Where did it come from? That and much more. What I'll also talk about is the importance of decentralized finance, keeping in mind blockchain as the enabler. Your data is now 100% secure with decentralized finance. Right now, with centralized finance, there are hacking incidents every day. Forget the bank for a moment, there are hacking incidents in everything. LinkedIn was hacked recently, even Domino's was hacked. You know, all your data was available on the Darknet for a price. Imagine if your money and where it is stored, if somebody would get into it and keep manipulating it. Very, very scary. And we've had a lot of instances. Maybe it's not discussed very often, but they've been there. So we'll understand the importance of DeFi in our day-to-day lives. What are the advantages of DeFi? Why should we have DeFi systems in place? We will talk about those. Safety, security, immutability, traceability are just a few. That is importance. Today, we don't have them. Today, everything is centralized, non-distributed, accessible to all. Well, all your data is with everybody, financial and otherwise. You get a lot of calls, don't you? Credit card, loan approved, etc., etc. How do you think they get your data? That's how they get data. I will also discuss with you a lot of potential use cases of decentralized finance, not only from the banking perspective. There are many, many other use cases. they're used for insurance, they're used in trade finance, they're used in stock market settlements, lots of areas. I will speak on all of them and show you where the world is going over the next 10 years. Well, we are all going to be there for the next 10 years, hopefully. But yes, you should know the use cases, because as students, as learners, we are going to encounter DeFi every day of our lives in the future. Most countries have already moved or are moving. India is not far behind. We also talk about a very critical part of decentralized finance, that is smart contracts. Smart contracts are those systems that help run the blockchains and run the DeFi, decentralized finance system. Smart contracts are the contracts of the future. All in code, self-executing, no human intervention. That's why I'll be talking a lot about those, because the next level of business is going to be done on smart contracts. Better we both know it, right? We'll also talk about the challenges. The biggest challenge being awareness, lack of technology knowledge. And that's why we are here, my friends, to bring in that awareness, the education bit that is completely missing. With a handful only. Instead of a handful, let's make it a basketful now. I'll also talk to you about the differences between the DeFi and open banking. Lots more, but then there is now neo-banking, open banking, and DeFi. I'll explain to you what's good for you. All technologies are good, none are bad, but these are brilliant. We'll also talk about the future of decentralized finance, where it is today, where do we see it going down the line, and why it is imperative that all of us understand it even better now. Decentralized finance is the finance of the future, and the future is now. So with that, I'll wrap up this session and say I'll be back soon. I'll see you in another episode. That's it from now. Thank you so much.